this video, we'll show you how to install the Reactor plugin into a database. We assume you've registered or you've been to the fusionplugins.com website and downloaded Reactor, so you have the Reactor core file sitting on your desktop. Let's set up a new database. There are basically 4 steps involved in installing Reactor in a database. Step 1 is to import the Reactor resources table from Reactor core. Choose Reactor resources, and the target is a new table called Reactor resources. We have 17 records in the current version. Click Import, no need to auto-enter. That should create the Reactor resources table and get 0 errors. There are a number of records in the Reactor resources table. The first few contain install managers, which will install the Reactor plugin. The remaining records each contain a black box. If we look at this in table view, we'll see that we now have separate installers for different platforms. If you don't need 8.5, you can just delete the 8.5 installer records. Step 2 is to import the Reactor startup script from Reactor core. This script installs your registration if it's not already installed. It also compares the black box versions with what's in your database and updates them if there's a newer version. Step 3 is to insert your deployment license key into the startup script. Enable the disabled line. And insert your company name and the deployment, not the development, license key. You don't need to do this if you only have a light registration. Step 4 is to arrange for the Reactor startup script to be run whenever you open this database. We do this under File options. If you have your own startup script, you can just call the Reactor startup script from it. We'll now quit FileMaker. Let's go to the place where the Reactor plugin and the black boxes are held and remove them. When we reopen the database, Reactor will detect that Reactor needs to be installed. If you click OK, it quits FileMaker and runs the installer. If we go back into the database, we find that Reactor is installed. And if we look at the place where the plugin lives, there's the Reactor folder with all the black boxes. Now we can use Reactor to very quickly set up a PDF reader. We add a container field, and put it on the layout. And insert the PDF. Then we add a web viewer, choose external functions, and the function display PDF. And we can now look at the contents of the PDF. By adding a second parameter to the display PDF function, we can get an even tidier display.